Okay, since we had high votes in this question, the Jamb repeated question 3, let's quickly give the answer to the question. Remember, questions from oxidation and reduction is a must in Jamb UTME. So take it seriously. You must encounter. I'm giving you 99% guarantee that you are going to encounter questions, 2-3 questions from oxidation and reduction in your Jamb UTME 2026 chemistry. So do well to get familiar with oxidation and reduction. My full class on this is available, so hit the link in the description to access it. The question reads, in the above reaction, observe this reaction above. Which statement correctly identifies what is oxidized and what is reduced? A. Iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is reduced to iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6, while potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 is oxidized to manganese tetraoxosulfate 6. B. Iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is oxidized to iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6, while potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 is reduced to manganese tetraoxosulfate 6. C. Iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is oxidized to potassium tetraoxosulfate 6, while magnesium tetraoxomanganate 7 is reduced to water. Potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 is reduced to potassium tetraoxosulfate 6, while iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is oxidized to manganese tetraoxosulfate 6 was the answer. When we look at this reaction, we notice that the oxidation number of iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 increased here on the right hand side of the reaction. It increased here. That shows you that iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 was oxidized to iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6. Remember, oxidation is also the addition of oxygen. So oxygen was added. One molecule of oxygen was added to iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 to give us iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6 here. So iron was oxidized in this process from iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 to iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6. So we already have it in mind that iron is oxidized in this reaction. So let's look at the other part of the reaction. Potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 is the oxidizing agent of this reaction. It oxidized iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 to iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6, and during the process it got reduced on the right hand side of the reaction to manganese tetraoxosulfate 6. Remember, the oxidation number of manganese here is 7, potassium tetraoxomanganate 7, but here is having manganese tetraoxosulfate 6 from 7 to 6, showing us that it was reduced in the process. So iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 was oxidized, potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 was reduced. So A is not the answer because iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 was oxidized. Here is saying it was reduced. D is not the answer because though potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 was reduced in the reaction, it was not reduced to potassium tetraoxosulfate 6. In fact, potassium tetraoxosulfate 6 is not in the reaction. C is not the answer because though iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 was oxidized in the reaction, it was not oxidized to potassium tetraoxosulfate 6. In fact, potassium tetraoxosulfate 6 is not part of the reaction, both in the reactant side and the product side, the left hand side of the reaction and the right hand side of the reaction. All for your correct option. Option B, which is iron 2 tetraoxosulfate 6 is oxidized to iron 3 tetraoxosulfate 6, while potassium tetraoxomanganate 7 is reduced to manganese tetraoxosulfate 6. 3 marks gotten. Shikina, stop wasting time and get serious for your Jamb UTME 2026. Join our full lectures by hitting the link in the description. I remain your tutor, Nkwado Augustine, the author of the book 72 Hours to Jamb UTME. Stop wasting time and hit the link in my bio. Peace!